Okay, now it's time to install our purlin holders. When you're putting these in, you want to make sure that you take into consideration where the sun is in your outdoor space and that you have all of these angles pointing the same direction. Once you've done that, we start with what we call the outside purlin holder. I hold it in place with a quick clamp done in the middle, and that allows me to come down here to the end and make sure that that purlin holder is flush with the top of the beam. Okay, you'll notice here again the stickers that say do not cut, do not cut, do not cut. If you do need to cut the purlin holder to fit, say you've trimmed the size of your pergola, you want to make all the cuts from the same end. That way your purlins slide in nice and easy. So it's very easy to determine the length. At this point, you measure from the inside of your beam to the inside of your beam. You take that measurement and you cut these tight to fit. You just want to make sure that you do that from the cut end. So once the purlin holders are all cut and fit in here like this, you grab a fastener bag called outside purlin holder to beam. Take one of those screws, chuck it in here, and goes right in here in this hole like this. And you repeat that step at each one of these fastening holes down the outside purlin holder. After that's done, there's a bag called 5/8 plug, and these go in those holes to cover up that fastener. So you can also plug at this time the holes in your post. Those are the same plug. Once you have your outside purlin holder fastened, go ahead and start working on your inside purlin holders. And these don't have a plug to put the fastener in. We use a little bit of a longer screw here. Of course, the bag is labeled. And the right driver. This is a 2.5-inch panhead screw. And when you put the screws in, the inside purlin holders, you definitely want to take into consideration where your hole is. So you don't want to put a screw right in the middle of this hole, because later when you put your purlins in, it's not going to slide in. So depending upon the shade level of your pergola, 50, 75, or 90% shade, they're going to have a little bit different spacing. So just keep that in consideration. We're going to go right for the middle of this hole, or right for the middle of this gap between the holes. And you don't want to over tighten these, just about like that is perfect. And you'll repeat that step, moving down the inside purlin holders till you get to the end. There's one of these screws every 2 feet. So a 10-foot pergola will have 5 spaces and 6 screws on each end. You'll repeat that step for each one of these inside purlin holders as you go down the end of the pergola. And then the last outside purlin holder we're going to leave off till after we get the purlins installed. And we'll do that step next.